This is All India Radio. In the program Spotlight, now we bring you an exclusive interview with DG Border Roads Organization, Lieutenant General Rajiv Chaudhary on strengthening the road network along the borders. Interviewer is Ramesh Chandra, AIR correspondent.
We will either find a way or make one. This is the motto of Border Road Organization, a 60-year-old organization which is creating infrastructure not just with cement or mortar, but with sweat and blood. We have with us Director General of Border Road Organization with us more about how BRO is creating infrastructure for logistic support of army and socio-economic development of border villages. Can you tell us how BRO is in hospitable conditions and hazardous weather conditions creating infrastructure and creating records?
As you are aware, BRO is deployed from Thar deserts of Rajasthan, where the temperatures are plus 50 degrees centigrade, to Dras Kargil in Leh Ladakh, where the temperatures are minus 50 degrees centigrade, and from Ladakh, where the snow is always there in the higher reaches, to the eastern states, where the rainfall is unlimited. So in these conditions, our Karam Yogis of BRO work day and night for 365 days. I must tell you, we are standing today in Project Himang. This project is unique project where all its RCCs, that is road construction companies and task forces, are deployed above 12,000 feet. 70% of its workload is above 14,000 feet in the far-flung areas. So that is the challenge. But we always take these challenges in our stride. Now these two projects, Vijayak and Himang, they are together in Ladakh region, are making roads and connecting people. And they are clearing 15 passes which are above 16,000 feet and up to 19,000 feet throughout the year. Border Road was started in 1960, and since then we have made so close bonding with these people that some of them always are there for any issues to help Border Roads and vice versa. We are, through connecting roads, connecting these people, giving them some kind of trade activities, commerce, medical facilities, access to education, and the prosperity. If you go and see in the villages, it's tremendous. I'll just quote an example of a Huri village in Arunachal Pradesh. So Border Road connected Huri village, where there are only 8 families with 49 people stay, connected to Damin in Kurung Kume district, and it has brought a lot of cheer and happiness to these people. These people are so overjoyed when they meet Border Road people, and they always help us in carrying out our activities. And we also, in turn, do a lot of welfare activities for these people. We run schools, free education, free books, medical facilities, and sometimes even carry them to some of the remote areas where they can't in our vehicles.
Recently, if we look at you are working and racing against the time and creating record, creating lot of infrastructure.
I'll give you a past perspective first. Since 1960, Border Road has created 60,000 kilometers of roads and presently constructing 6,000 kilometers of roads. So it's a huge amount of infrastructure development. We have constructed 734 bridges till now. 234 bridges are under construction. So to say, 115 kilometers of bridge length has been created. Very recently, last year on 3rd October 2020, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi dedicated Atal Tunnel to the nation, which is the longest tunnel in the world at 10,000 feet or above. We recently finished Chamba Tunnel and now working on Sela and Nichipu Tunnel in Arunachal Pradesh. We are also going to start work on Shinkulla Tunnel on NPD road, and we are also undertaking a very ambitious tunneling project under Brahmaputra River very recently, where there will be 3 tubes, 2 for road traffic and 1 for rail traffic. This will be unique tunnel in the world, the longest under any river. So we are going ahead in this field. We have made 19 airfields. Presently, 2 airfields, one at Nagdogra and one at Barak. So to say, now as you asked me, how we are accelerating our work? Because of present circumstances, there is a lot of need for infrastructure development on our borders. And we have not stopped ourselves. This time, we have broken all our targets of formation cutting, surfacing and clearing of passes. Just to make you aware, this time, first time in the history, we kept Zojila Pass open till 31st December and again opened it on 21st April. So to say, it was only closed for 110 days against traditionally, which is 150 or 160 days. We also opened the other axis, Manali Sarchul Leh, on 28th March, much before 2 months from the traditional times. So we are at our target. Day, night, winter, summer, nothing is stopping us. And our people are absolutely motivated and officers are really on ground getting these targets achieved in before time, in fact. So, and just to tell you, in 1819, our budget was approximately 5,000 crore. 1920, it went up to 7,000 crore. 2021, it was 8,763 crores. And this year, we are achieving 12,000 crore. So, there is a big jump every year going to happen. And not only MOD, we are also working for other ministries on the borders, connecting people, connecting places.
Sir, just now you told us from plus 50 to minus 50 you are working, and just now you referred Brahmaputra under bridge projects also. What is the new technology research and development? What is going on in BRO and what are all you are implementing in this?
You see, when we started, we were on a very basic way of working on the roads. Gradually, when the challenges of targets increased, we also started upgrading, especially our techniques and the machines. And last 2 years, we have started going on for the high-end technologies. Wherever, especially in the eastern states, in Arunachal, let's say, the aggregate is fragile and not very much available. So we are going for cementitious base roads where this can be made without much use of the aggregate and they are faster and long lasting. We are also going for geo cells for stabilization of the pavement and construction rate. As you know, especially in Arunachal and in Uttarakhand and some other states also, the slopes are very fragile. When we cut the road, the slopes get started sliding. So we have now started slope stabilization using geotextiles and some kind of chemicals and enzymes and also mechanical means of rock bolting and other issues. So gradually we are going from the traditional way to the height and technologies. Very recently on BCT road in Arunachal Pradesh and in Mizoram, we have started also using plastic coated aggregate. What happens when we use this plastic coated aggregate, the bonding between the aggregate increases and the road becomes impervious. Especially in the eastern state, the rainfall is too much. So the rain seeps into the road and makes it fragile and it deteriorates faster. With this technique, roads will be long lasting and also will be able to reduce the carbon footprint by using this waste plastic into the road construction. And we are also going for control blasting, where earlier we used to blast the rocks for construction of the roads and it used to destabilize the complete mountain. Now we only use delay detonators and use control blasting technique where a limited portion of the mountain is cut which is required for the road. We are also using in some places silent explosives where we don't want to disturb the near population where the road is being constructed. So too much of explosion is not disturbing them. So gradually we are moving from step by step adopting new end technologies in our road construction and the tunnels also.
Anything new technology that you are experimenting Himalayan range like Ladakh, Kargil or Arunachal Pradesh?
Yes, in Arunachal, as I told you, one BCT road, all these technologies what I just told you, we have used each kind of technology on the BCT road. And starting from slope stabilization, the pavement, geotextile and the plastic road, the control blasting, so everything is being there. So that has become a model road for us. Anyone, in fact, other agencies are coming to learn these technologies from Arunachal.
So while you are using technologies and but new challenges at work sites like COVID pandemic, how you meet those challenges and how you be on target and setting records?
You see, the COVID has affected a whole lot of trade and economic activities across not only in India but the world. But BRO has come out of it very successfully. Firstly, we created very safe quarantine facilities in our all establishments and we are one of the first government departments which has vaccinated all our people. And now we are going for family vaccination and our labor vaccination also. We are one of the departments where the least number of cases have come up and least number of casualties. And not only this, the safety thing, We also have been able to achieve higher targets, which no other department has been able to do. For the road construction, for opening of passes, for making tunnels, for making bridges. In fact, our Honorable Raksha Mantri ji inaugurated 63 bridges, which is a record of sort, from Kyungam all across the northern borders. After inaugurated 12 roads. So this will make 75 infrastructure projects inaugurated in one go, in line with India at 75, Amrit Mahotsav, as you are aware. So border road has not stopped. Border road has gone ahead in this COVID times, and we have also taken care of the safety of our people. And government also has really supported border roads in these times. Government has given us satellite phones through which our people who are deployed on the remote areas can get in touch anytime in this difficult moment with their family and dear ones. Government is also giving the CPLs a lot of facilities. In fact, tomorrow Honorable Raksha Mantri ji will be giving 19,000 winter jackets to our laborers across the northern borders who are deployed in super high altitude and high altitude areas. He has also been instrumental in sanctioning the rations for our employees as similar to army, and we also utilize air effort to evacuate our casual, move our people to remote areas. We also give them best of the medical facilities. We also give them extra cold climate clothing, which has really raised their morale and efficiency in these times.
Sir, while creating border infrastructure, you are dealing with the local governments and local, including even panchayat level also. So how you are helping them and how you are taking care of their welfare and all, if you have some programs, sir?
It is not structured welfare schemes, but since we work with people of all the regions we are constructing roads, we try and help them with some kind of medical facilities through medical camps, and also run free schools with free books. And for the children of laborers, we also ferry them across to places when the roads get blocked or floods are there. Like very recently in Uttarakhand, huge glacial outburst was there. And you are aware in which NHPC and Reni Ganga project, a lot of people and their employees lost their lives. It was a very sad incident. But border road was the first responder in that disaster for rescue and relief operations. And again in April in Uttarakhand at Sumna, there was a glacial flood, and we could save 384 people in the golden hours of 6 to 8 hours after the disaster and take them to the safer place. Very recently on Barlachla Pass, where a lot of tourists who are moving on Manali to Leh axis got stranded due to snow. We rescued them, we provided them medical facilities, food, and took them to the safe places. So these are actually inherent in our nature, because we are working on those roads, and anything wrong happens, we are the first one to rush to these people because they are our people, and we consider, and similarly we get a lot of love and affection from the people across the country. Today BRO is one of the favorite organizations of the people. To that extent, we also get requests on the Twitter from the southern states that why don't BRO is not deployed in the southern states for construction of roads. But then that is not our mandate. Our mandate is to make roads on the border areas for strategic reasons and also for socio-economic development of these far-flung villages which have been cut off from the mainland for a very long time.
This is Director General of Border Road Organization, Lieutenant General Rajiv Chaudhary, and he has shared border road working style and welfare schemes and coordination with local populace, local government, and with union government support, and creating logistic support and strategic support to Indian Army and border villages.
You were listening to an exclusive interview with DG Border Roads Organization, Lieutenant General Rajiv Chaudhary, on strengthening the road network along the borders. Interviewer was Ramesh Chandra, AIR correspondent. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio. You can listen to it on our mobile app News on AIR. This program is also available on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You may email your opinion about this program at airnsttalks@gmail.com.